This is the iPod Nano 6th generation. It launched alongside the iPhone 4, iPod Touch 4, and iPod Shuffle 4 in 2010. So what can I do with this device other than for music? The answer just may surprise you. Hey, what's going on everybody? I'm Isaac, and yes, that's correct. I wear an iPod Nano 6 as a smartwatch.
You're so dumb!
And yes, I know that sounds a little weird. It's not something that you would think that someone would do. In fact, when Apple discontinued the iPod Nano and Shuffle lineup, I couldn't find a single article about it. Obviously, some other people have to do it, or else the bands and stuff for it wouldn't exist, but not many people actually still do this or have done this at all. So this is a decently sized device. It's comfortable on the wrist and looks pretty stylish too. It has the old 30-pin connector at the bottom, which I have plenty of cords and such for, and at the top it has the power button and the volume buttons. It has a clip on the back of the device for clipping to your t-shirt, or in this case to the wristband. This device isn't waterproof or water resistant pretty much at all. Notice the glitch on the side of the screen? That's from me dropping it on its side in a small little puddle of water. It can get scratched and scraped and dented and whatever easily too, especially if it's on your wrist. Now this device doesn't support any third-party apps, and it does not have Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. What that means is that you can't connect your favorite Bluetooth speakers or headphones or connect it to something else, so the only way you can actually listen to your music or to the radio is through the headphone jack. But at least this Apple device has a headphone jack, unlike the iPhone 7. I've had an issue with this device where the volume buttons have just stopped working. There was a time where they didn't work for so long that I got used to it, and I didn't ever use it to listen to music for a long time until finally I got it to work again. And I thought there was just a problem with my device, so I went and searched up the internet. Turns out there's tons of different forums about this issue, and where a lot of people have explained it to pretty much Apple designing this in a very cheap way. The OS on this device looks very similar to iOS 5 or 6, which can be refreshing at times but also kind of dull. There's some customization, but for some reason you can't set your own photos as a wallpaper. I know I've gone over a lot of bad points about this device, but don't get me wrong, there are good points about it. Otherwise, I wouldn't use it at all. One of its coolest features, in my opinion, is the ability to go directly to the clock face when the device is turned off. It's in the settings, and this way I can use it as a watch. It's convenient, and yeah, even though I have to press a button to turn it on, it works. Another cool feature on this device is its FM radio, so if I plug in headphones or a speaker through the headphone jack, I can listen to live radio stations from the radio waves all around me, which I know sounds a little creepy, but that's how it works. And it has a ton of uses, and it's something that a lot of people like and appreciate, myself included. And my first phone, the Moto E 2nd generation, the 4G model, I don't know about the 3G, I think it has it too, has a radio sensor in it just like this, which allows me to listen to radio, so it made the one on the Nano a little redundant. But now that I upgraded my phone, it's back and I use it. There is an app on the device, the Nike Fitness app or whatever it's called, but it's not that accurate when tracking steps. Because since I'm wearing it on my wrist, it tracks my arm movement as a step, which makes me look super athletic, but that's not the case. Another cool feature I have on my current phone now also, but I had up on the iPod Nano, is the EQ. Essentially what it lets you do is you can maybe control the bass or the vocals, fine-tune your music so it sounds better to what type of music you listen to. Instead of trying to go for a nice all-around, it might boost certain things, certain aspects of the song that you enjoy. Alright, so for our final point, let's talk about the battery life. The two main killers, in my opinion, and testing, will probably be the radio and the Nike step tracking. The radio will kill your battery life, and the Nike step tracking will limit you down to maybe less than a day of usage. And listening to music is a toss-up. It depends on the EQ and the music you listen to and what it's connected to as well. But generally it'll be about the same, and it uses a moderate amount of battery. Turning it on and keeping it on for as long as it possibly can, since I haven't found a setting yet so that it could be on all day or for a long time. If you guys can find one, please let me know. I don't think there is a way to do it, but it doesn't use that much battery. It uses some, and on my trip to Arkansas, where I would turn it on occasionally to check the time, and that was pretty much it. Sometimes I might listen to some music. It lasted me about 5 days, which is pretty good, but if you're going heavy usage, you'll have to charge it every day. So that ends the review of the iPod Nano 6th generation. Is it a complete smartwatch? No. Is it a stylish little device with multiple uses? I'd say so. If you happen to have a Nano 6 laying around, I'd recommend that you get a wristband for it. And nobody will notice it's a Nano. I'm actually serious. Unless I tell them, people have no idea. And what I tell them is I have an Apple Watch beta, and they pretty much fall for it every time. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching my first video. Do you have any suggestions as to what I should change up? Did you like my review? Tell me in the comments below. Also, make sure to subscribe for more technology reviews, tips, showcases, and a lot more. I'll try to make videos as often as I can, at least once a week, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. See ya.